welcome to Cryptid Crunch. I am your host, Willow Schuyler. I'll bring up the other two people right away. So today's topic is El Cupa. Oh wow, the Coop. What is wrong with me tonight? The Chupacabra. Apparently, I can't speak today. All right, so fact or mythology? Sightings of mysterious creature killing animals in Mississippi countryside reported, and this is just recently reported on November 12th. A small town Mississippi newspaper recently received reports from local residents about a mysterious creature killing animals in the countryside. Below is the account as published in October 21st, 2021 edition of the Woodville Republican in Wilkinson County. Is a Chupacabra killing animals in northwest Wisconsin. Smallwood said he had spoken to several residents in the particular portion of the county who had animals mysteriously killed. He said one resident had a goat killed. The animal's body was left uneaten, and it had 2 holes in its neck, like something had sucked the animal's blood. The second animal death was a small donkey killed near residence on a Buffalo Road. The third report, Smallwood reported, happening on a Silver Creek road where several dogs had got into a fight with some strange animal. They fought something that got under the owner's car and tore up the underside of the vehicle. And finally, he said that several years ago, an area resident had several small colts killed. He said that the owner reported that their blood had been sucked from the young horse. They told me that the animal that killed the colts was heavy-shouldered, said Smallwood. What is a Chupacabra? Chupacabra, in Latin American popular legend, is a monstrous creature that attacks animals and consumes their blood. The name is derived from the Spanish word chupar, to suck, and cabra, meaning goat. That can be loosely translated, I guess, as goat sucker. As a fearsome but probably non-existent creature, the Chupacabra had been characterized as southern equivalent of the Sasquatch. The Chupacabra only recently joined the vampire in the bestiary of blood-sucking creatures. Chupacabras were first reported in 1995 in Puerto Rico, where they were blamed for attacks on goats, sheep, and other domestic animals, supposedly leaving uneaten carcasses that were drained of blood. Early reports described a creature that stood upright and resembled a large reptilian kangaroo with huge red eyes. No actual specimens were found, and skeptics suggested that witnesses may have been influenced by Hollywood science fiction horror film Species that came out in 1995, which features a monster of similar appearance, but other sightings were reported throughout the Americas as far as north and the United States. As far north and, north, I don't think Canada really has any reports of the Chupacabra. I mean, we have our own creatures up here that we've been seeing, and we'll touch on those later. A different type of Chupacabra was also reported in many of the same places. These Chupacabras were smaller and stood upon 4 feet. They were generally canine in appearance, but hairless. Actual specimens were produced, but they were identified by biologists as coyotes, dogs, or canine hybrids. The animals owed their strange appearance to hair loss resulting from mange, an infestation of mite, I apologize, guys. Sarcoptes, scabies. It was suggested that the canines attacked livestock because of the debilitating effects of the infestation, put wild prey out for their reach. The Chupacabra soon found its way into popular culture. Both types of creatures served as monsters in low-budget motion pictures. Whether the Chupacabra exists in Wilkinson County is still up in the air. This newspaper investigated similar creatures reported in the Donegal area of this county, but never uncovered any firm evidence that the creature actually exists or whether it was a canine with a severe case of mange. Who knows what the facts and truth really are? Be warned that those of you who believe the chupacabras are real, you might need to watch out for them on Halloween night. And that being said, I really want to know what my co-hosts think of, and those of you in the chat. What do you guys think? Is the chupacabra real or is it fake? And with me, as always, is Keisha and JD.
Hey, what's up?
All right, what do you guys think? Chupacabra, real or, well, okay, JD, you have firsthand account with the chupacabra, so
100% real, folks. They're everywhere, crawling around.
So
absolutely real.
You're buddies with the chupacabra, so you're like best buds with him. Is that what he really looks like?
That's Tupac the Chupacabra. Yeah, but that's not him in beast mode. Gotta watch out.
Much like the Mothman, you know, that little guy. I want a little figurine of him. I can't wait for that to come out.
He's such a cutie, isn't he? He speaks Espanol.
So I am on the fence because I like to think that everything exists. And I do think that everything exists. So
yes.
I'm going to go with that it does exist, but but with
big butt coming around the corner. Watch out.
Terms. So I think it's just a species that hasn't been discovered yet, or because they haven't been able to capture one and study it. So what I think is that it's real, but it's just something that they haven't been able to get a hold of and study yet. So they pull it off as, hey, this isn't real.
They have taken the scientific approach. Yes. Yes.
I like science.
I'm seeing a lot of chatter in the chat here.
Oh yeah, there's a huge line.
Yeah. Hey Donna.
Hi Donna.
Hey Eli. The
Hi,
creature
Eli.
wasn't me, I swear. Harv.
Hi,
how's
Harv.
it going? I've heard about that creature. Yeah, I think we all have. I can't remember if they did touch on that on the
I have a
X-Files,
question about this. Harv, I'm going to put you on it because you're the one that brought it up. Okay, check to see when the X-Files episode was, because the actual first sighting that was recorded wasn't until 1995. So I want to know if the X-Files episode was before.
Probably not till like at least 10 years after that, because
I don't remember when exactly X-Files ran for. I just remember it ran forever.
Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico. Chupacabra is from Puerto Rico.
And hello, Carl. I haven't decided on this one. The cop cam vid, you know what? Okay, there's like several different videos that I have watched today, and
you know there might be hanky panky going on between.
You know,
animal
there's
and
one video where the thing looks really, really sad. It sits down, and it just looks like a starving dog that has no hair. And
I sing to the moon.
I just want to pick him up
Willow
and
and her
cuddle
bleeding
him.
heart.
I'm an animal lover. I hate seeing pictures and videos of starving animals.
It's obviously a dog.
Hey,
that's
there
what hard. Well,
doesn't drink tequila too. You know what?
Of course it does, Jennifer. Of course it does. I'm gonna go with yes.
I know that JD likes drinking Fireball.
You are correct. Absolutely.
The ancient aliens guy ain't got nothing on the Jersey Devil.
That's right.
He would still consider him as aliens.
My hair is even crazier too. Look. It has to be.
That hair is aliens.
This is proof that there's aliens right here.
It could be a chupacabra with mange. You ever think of that, Carl?
Okay, so there's so
Or
many
Chupacabra
different reports
had
on what
had
the
to mate,
Chupacabra
so-
looks like. And okay, that's just one.
Yeah, there you go. That's a handsome one.
And then there's another
Oh
version.
yeah, I love that one. The alien one. That's the best.
And then there's my
version. There's the Zolo. That's a Zolo. Mexican hairless dog. It's beautiful. Put that picture back up. Let's see what that dog. Oh my God! Look at that.
It's adorable,
stance.
but I mean, like, okay, so
Noble beast.
there are
Alpha
there are
sucker
contests
blood.
out there for world's ugliest dogs, and I actually feel bad for these animals because some of them are really cute, but some of them, I don't know, maybe it's the inbreeding that goes on, or the overbreeding of them. But just some of them get so badly
Overfed and underbred. Whoa, yeah, there you go.
I think it's
like-
underfed and overbred.
Oh, I don't know.
With
I
a
don't
little
know.
bit of mayo, some lettuce.
Some of them have turned out looking somewhat
Cottage
like Crypt
cheese.
Keeper-ish, and yeah, I feel really bad that these dogs exist just purely for the entertainment of us humans, and that's actually kind of disgusting.
Are you looking at a picture we can't see?
You guys
up a
want to
picture.
see some of these ugly dogs?
I do. I want to see the ugly
Okay,
dogs.
so here we go. Is it a dog or a chupacabra?
Chupacabra,
Here we
okay,
go.
so-
Maybe it is a chupacabra, but it's just pretending to be a dog.
You never know.
It needs
get
an
some food.
undercover thing so that it doesn't get caught.
You're absolutely right. They're smarter than you think, you know. They could be playing a game on us. I just realized. My chupacabra might be. Yeah, there you go. That's a chupacabra.
Like, come on.
It's a tiny chupacabra bat thing.
That is a chupacabra. Come on.
On a
I
quick
love it.
glance, that thing running away can look like it has spikes on it.
Oh, it does have spikes on it. Look at those ears.
You just
Those
can't
are a couple
see
of
the
big
teeth
spikes.
because its mouth isn't open.
Jeez. Oh, God.
Well, we have
How's
a
he
lot of
coming home
people
to
in the
that
comments
face?
tonight. Hi, everyone in the comments. Thank you for being here.
Comments are on a roll right now.
So the ancient aliens guy ain't got nothing but okay, I showed that.
Thank you. Take two on that one.
Tabitha, I seen pretty freaky TikTok recently with goat sucker in it. It depicts a hairless monkey face, short muzzled creature that was hanging off a goat's neck.
A believer.
Okay,
Yes.
so, but okay, is it a bat? Like, there's so many different stories of the chupacabra, though. Like, okay, JD,
Some has wings, some has alien face. You know,
JD,
It's an alien DNA
Is-
project.
does the
with
chupacabra
dogs,
have
alien
wings,
DNA.
or is it a dog-like creature?
Willow.
I want to know the truth.
hey, maybe it's like a dog and it has several different breeds. Like there's a breed of chupacabra that has wings. There's a breed of chupacabra with a super ugly face. There's a breed with
chupacabra that looks like
spikes.
aliens.
Yeah, that was the super ugly face I was talking about.
Yeah, okay, but if people are seeing like all these different versions of the supposed chupacabra, what's to say that there isn't, they're being like JD, like being mistook for the Mothman?
Never. Really? Do I look like the Mothman?
It's possible. I mean, JD, you could be people could be misinterpreting
I understand.
your
Yeah,
shadow as
absolutely.
as the chupacabra too.
Yes.
I don't know. I think Willow's just
a dragon.
I'm looking for
Pisses me
reasons
off.
for this thing to exist.
yeah, it sounds like reasons against this thing doesn't exist.
Hey, Sean, how's it going?
We'll make you a believer yet, Willow. We'll find something.
Okay, so again, up in Canada, we have like
What about the Texas
creatures.
police video? Texas police video up there. Police guy chasing Chupacabra.
Okay. I know, like I have. There's a couple of videos here on the Chupacabra, and here I'll share my screen.
A Cuff looks possessed. A Cuff looks possessed. We're gonna make you understand the Chupacabra, like we do. The love of the Chupacabra. The Chupa to the Cabra. Let's chant together, people.
Like,
Chupa, Chupa.
come on, that thing is not the Chupacabra. It's a dog.
Oi, I'm reading the comments, guys. Thanks, Carl. This is my Chupacabra right now. This is...
Oh, yikes.
Rawr.
It's so cute.
I'm afraid of cats.
Whatever that thing is, it's so cute. It can't be the...
This is the cat that randomly showed up on my doorstep when there was a tornado a couple weeks ago.
Oh, seeking shelter.
And unfortunately, even though I don't actually like cats, I still have it.
See, that's the thing. Like, animals know the person who doesn't like animals will always go up to that.
Well, I live in the middle of nowhere. You know, Chupacabra comes to visit me all the time. He takes lots of my animals. And so
And you're sick of it.
I was as close as you can get to a house if you're in the middle of nowhere. I don't know where he actually came from because my closest neighbor is like miles down the road.
That's creepy.
So now it's your cat.
Yeah.
So it can't just be some dog with mange because it just shows up out of nowhere.
It can.
Taking livestock.
Oh, when it showed up at my front door, it was
All right,
missing.
so
like
the
half
X-Files
of its
episode
hair.
about the Chupacabra was January 1297. Okay.
Okay, so it was after the sighting because I was like, it would have been cool if it was before the sighting because that would have been interesting.
Right. But the stories of the Chupacabra come back from the 70s.
I think
go way
the
back.
earliest one I saw was in the 60s.
All right, so Tabitha,
60s.
short muzzle, long front legs, back leg longer than back legs, big eyes, no tail. Okay, interesting. Yeah, okay, and then there's
Well,
reports
thank
of
you
it
for
having
that that's a very detailed description. Thank you.
and there are reports of it having red eyes and okay. So years ago, when my husband was working for the cabinet shop, I went on on one of his deliveries with him to deliver cabinets to Ontario. On our way, we came across a really ugly looking coyote. This thing was disheveled. This thing looked like it was hungry. It wanted to eat something. Okay. I have never seen a coyote this like, well, I guess mangy, I guess is the proper term, but so skinny in my life. But yeah, it did not look like a normal coyote.
Did you give it water?
No, I didn't. We didn't leave the truck. We just passed by it. And I'm just like, what the hell is that? It looked
You
like
didn't
it had
offer
red
any
eyes.
kind of nourishment. You ran away from a helpless, defenseless animal that needed some food. Look at it. It needs some food and it needs something to drink. What happened? You drove away, and as it crawled into the sunset, it
Most
took its
animals have
last
red
breath.
eyes when light is shining. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Carl. Exactly.
Thank you.
Oh, guys, as
Oh,
a side note, the reason why I'm not being as talkative tonight is
hey, Johnny. How's it
I
going?
have a cold, so sorry.
No worries. Oh,
A Cup
Hey,
has a little
what's
A
up,
cough.
Johnny?
can you guys hear me?
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
we
Hey,
can.
what's up, boss?
It's the voice of
I
God.
am
The
I
voice
know
of God.
I am driving in the car on the way back to Nashville, Tennessee, and on the way back from CryptidCon in Lexington, Kentucky, and
Yay.
I was hanging with our people, guys.
How
That's
was it?
awesome.
It was epic. It was amazing. And Willow, you were on the air with me yesterday morning, and sitting right across the aisle from me was the cast of Finding Bigfoot
Wow, that's
and
amazing.
Renee Holland, who is the skeptic on is the skeptic on Finding
Is she
Bigfoot.
like 8 feet tall or what?
She is 6 feet
Heard
tall.
she's very tall.
She is as tall as I am, and she she was kind of enamored of me. She kept coming across the
Wow.
aisleway and watching me do magic and talking to me about art and music. And finally, as we were leaving, she gave me a big hug and she said, "If you're ever in Seattle, please come see me. Let's get together." It was pretty phenomenal.
That's
Excellent.
amazing. I love it.
So, what what did you learn while you were at Crypticon?
Well, so I learned primarily that um, most of the people in the cryptid community are hardcore Bigfoot believers,
Okay.
and they are really into Mothman lore.
Yeah, I love it.
But the rest of the cryptids are kind of considered as
Yeah.
fringe mythology.
French mythology. What do
Yeah,
you think I am? Some kind of ham
No, you hurt
sandwich?
JD's feelings.
I'm not saying this is what I believe. I'm saying this is what I discovered they believe.
Oh,
Poor JD.
And
I'd
It's
give you a
okay.
hug if you weren't so far away.
It's okay because I believe in myself. Thank you, John.
But
Thank you.
but I will tell you this. The topic of Chupacabra came up, and Willow.
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell you, most people in the cryptid community now do believe that it is an undocumented breed of hairless dog or coyote.
Yeah. Yes. It exists.
Okay,
Yeah.
so-
Everyone believes it exists, but no one believes that it's like a paranormal or supernatural animal anymore. That it is just a breed of coyote or a dog that we have not been able to capture and classify specifically yet.
Yeah.
Hey,
That
I was
drinks
actually just
blood.
saying that.
Yes,
You know,
Acuff was
yeah,
a
Keisha
coughing
was
about
just
it.
saying that, and I have read that a couple times during the looking at information and stuff like that.
But
I mean, I
that
can.
that doesn't make it less of a cryptid though, because cryptid is strict. I mean, in the strictest sense, it is an animal that has yet to be identified, and so that still makes Chupacabra cryptid. And but we probably know what it is. It was interesting too because I was having a conversation with Matt Moneymaker, who was the lead investigator on Finding Bigfoot, and a lot of people talk about Black Panthers in North America and how they think that's some kind of mystical, spiritual thing. And it's more likely that these Black Panthers, these jaguars, have just crept north from South America, and they're really not a cryptid species. They're an invasive species. So that's the
They're
other
sexy
thing I learned.
beasts.
Oh my God, they are. And I'm totally on board with that. Have you guys seen the hybrid of a fox and wolf?
No,
No, but
I want
My
to.
God, you gotta look for some video on.
Can you have them as
YouTube.
pets?
The-
Can you keep them as a pet?
I don't think you could, JD. You could a fox, and maybe you could a wolf. But those hybrids, man. Hybrids,
That is
about
the
this.
ugliest cute thing I've ever seen.
That sounds like a 70s TV show. Fox Wolf on patrol.
Produced
You can
by
laugh later.
Stephen J. Kennell.
There you go.
Dun-dun-dun-bum.
A John P. Pica presentation.
So anyway, I just wanted to jump in here, contribute to your guys' show. You're doing an awesome job,
Thank
and keep up the good work. I'm gonna go back to riding along, and
Yeah,
In your
drive safe.
automobile.
that's right, baby. That's right. So we
Well,
will catch
thank you
on
for
the
coming
other
on,
side.
sir.
I look forward to hearing more and seeing more of what kind of stuff that you picked up from.
I got some great loot, and I can't wait to show it off.
Ooh.
Yes,
That's awesome.
it will be awesome.
Excellent. So
You guys have a
nice.
great night, and I'm gonna leave, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
all right.
Drive
Have a
safe,
good night,
Chief.
guys.
Bye
Safe
bye.
drive.